Hey everybody, this is Stacy Josie with Cedar Creek Homestead, and today I'm going to show you how to make apple dumplings. And I just want to say off the bat, these are not diet friendly, waistline friendly, or anything like that. This is just a comfort food that we like to make when we've taken a dessert to church, or we're having Sunday dinner after church or holiday. And so we're going to make this today, have some of it maybe tonight, and then after church tomorrow. We're going to start with 2 sticks of butter, and I'm going to put those in this little pan and go ahead and get them melting. And when the butter gets melted, we'll add some sugar to it, and just long enough for the sugar to melt, and then we'll pour it on the top of our apple dumplings. So I'm going to step over here to the stove and put this on. Okay, so I'm back, and I've already greased a 9x13 pan. And so what we're going to need now is you're going to need 2 cans of crescent rolls, and we're going to need 3 apples that you peel and core and slice. It would be 6 slices, so it'd be 18 slices. You're going to need 16, and you'll get to eat 2 of them. So I've already got those prepared here in this bowl in water and lemon juice so that they don't turn. And we'll just start getting these put together. What we're going to do is you're going to take your crescent rolls out, and you know how, since I'm on film, I'll probably have trouble getting them, but you're just going to roll them out like they're, see, roll them out like we're supposed to, just like that. And all you're going to do is you're going to take one of your apple slices, and you're going to simply just roll it up in this crescent roll, just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you're just going to put them in there just like you were baking crescent rolls to eat. You're going to keep doing that until you get them all in here in the pan. So basically what we'll have is 2 rows of 8. I had to do math in my head. I'd already forgotten. 2 rows of 8. We're just going to roll them up in here and put them in here. Let me check my butter real quick. In just a minute I'll add the sugar to that. So I'm going to keep rolling these up. These are really rich, and they make a sauce when you get all the ingredients on it. When they're baked, they're going to have a sauce on them, and you can use this sauce just to pour over them while they're hot, or you can put them in your bowl, and to make them a little bit extra sinful, you can put ice cream on top of them while they're hot, and then pour some of the sauce on top of the ice cream. But hopefully my doctor's not watching, because I would get in trouble for eating this. But it's just one of those kind of days, and we're going to have a little snack and then have it prepared, ready to go for Sunday dinner when I get home from church tomorrow. Normally this is really rich, and so you want to make sure that you've got plenty of people eating it, so it's not laying around for you to eat it and get sick. Okay, so I'm going to step over here real fast, and we're going to add 1.5 cups of sugar to this butter. I don't know if Blade's behind the camera, and he may be able to follow me over there. I need to turn this butter down just a little bit. You see it's still going, but I can go ahead and add my sugar. That's 1.5 cups of sugar. Get this all stirred up for you. And we're not really looking for it to do anything other than just getting completely melted and making a syrup in that, so that we can pour it on top of those apple dumplings. And then we're going to add another surprise ingredient. Some of you have maybe already made this before and know what it is, but we'll get this all stirred together and melted, and then pour it on top of our apple dumplings. So this is going to be good. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit, so while it's melting I can step back and get my apples done. And then we'll be right back when we're got the apples done and ready to pour the sauce on. got the sugar and the butter ready to go. Now your sugar's not going to be totally melted, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be. It's going to finish in the oven. And we're going to put 1½ teaspoons of vanilla in with this. Off of the fire. You don't want to put it in it on the fire. But off of the fire, you're going to mix your vanilla in. Get it in there, and then you're going to pour this right on top of your dumplings. And it's going to look weird, but this is exactly how it's supposed to look. Keep in mind, it's not diet food, it's special. It's for special guests or loved ones or whatever. Anyway, we'll get that all in there. I'm sorry, y'all. I was always trained to scrape the bowl or scrape the pot. I see a lot of cooks on television, and they're leaving a big chunk of it in the bowl, and I just can't hardly stand that. I'm like, get it off, scrape the pan. Okay, so now that we've got all of this, here comes the ingredient that everybody kind of scratches their head on, and they can't believe that you put it in there. But this is 12 ounces of Mountain Dew, and you're going to pour that in there on top, just like that. And all of this cooks together and kind of makes a custard in there. See what I mean? There's lots of sugar in this, y'all. Just don't even count the sugar. Okay. Now the next step is adding cinnamon and sugar to the top before you bake it. I've got my cinnamon and sugar mixed together. So it's to your taste how much you want to put in it. So I'm just going to add just maybe a tablespoon, and I just sprinkle it on the top, just kind of eyeball it and decide if I want more. Howie wasn't a big cinnamon person. He didn't really like the real strong cinnamon, so I never did really add a whole lot, but I think I might need just a little bit more. Get that in there. When he was a kid, his sisters fixed a whole lot of cinnamon toast before they went to school. And he got so tired of cinnamon toast that he just was burnt out on cinnamon altogether. And it took several years after we were married before he would really eat anything with cinnamon on it. And he finally got to where he would eat some, like on cinnamon rolls and stuff like that. But I had to be careful with stuff like this not to get it too much cinnamon. So now this goes in the oven at 350 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. And when it's done, I'll show you when it's done. It'll be brown on top, but it's still going to have like a custard in here. It's not going to set up like a cake or anything like that. It'll be custardy in there here. And so I'm going to put this in the oven, and when it's done, we'll be back and we'll show you what it looks like. Ready? Okay. Okay, so it's out of the oven. And Blade, come here, bub. You can see what it's like. You see it has this little sauce right here. Don't that look delicious? I'm going to get this little apple dumpling out for Blade, and he can taste it. Okay, son. Okay, Bubba, stop and...
No, this isn't going to fill me up, right?
What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Good? Okay. All right, folks, so there you go.
Oh.
Forgive him. Okay, so there you go. That's apple dumplings, and like I said, remember, they're not sugar-free, and they're not good for your diet, but they sure are good on a cold winter's night, or taking them to your friends or family at church. And try this recipe and see what you think. Anyway, this is Stacy, Josie, I did it again, from Cedar Creek Homestead, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.